Hey guys, we're live here with the Self-Publishing School JV launch party, and we're going to get started here in about 1 minute right here on this Google Hangout. And you can, if you're watching at mattmcwilliams.com/SPS, what's SPS party? I forgot my own URL there. SPS party. Can be watching there. And then also we are live on Periscope. You can follow me at mattmcwilliams2. Don't forget the 2, or you get an egg, at least on Twitter. I don't know what you get on Periscope if you don't put the 2, but we'll be live there in just a moment. So stay tuned. We're going to be rocking it here in just a little bit. Just doing a couple quick things here, making sure everything's working all right. So that's good. Good. All right, and I've got I've got my man Mark Severcrop, who's one of the guys on my team, is going to be joining us here in just a moment, and he's going to be going through and making sure that ask any questions that you guys might have. He'll be looking for those and asking them. So let me get this going, and we're going to press the start broadcast on let's see here. We'll do start broadcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? We are here with the got to get this positioned right. Complicated stuff. Live here with the Self-Publishing School Hangout. So for those of you who don't know, you guys got a weird view on Periscope there, like looking right up my nose. Let's see if we can fix that here. Need to get a tripod, but that is not going to happen in time for this. So we'll put that bad boy right there, and hopefully you guys can see me all right. We're not looking at the top, just the top of my head there over the camera. Let's see here. Technical fun. This is fun. Anyway, here we'll go with this. So basically, for those of you who don't know, we're going to be doing a live. It's kind of a simulcast with the Google Hangout, and also doing this on Periscope. So for those of you watching on Periscope, welcome. This is a Hangout. Like I said, we're going to talk about the Self-Publishing School launch. It's a Self-Publishing School launch party. So we're going to spend, I will say, 15, 20 minutes. We're going to talk about the launch, first of all, and just kind of what I know you guys had a lot of questions that I've been getting over email. So any questions that you have, if you go to mattmcwilliams.com/SPS party, mattmcwilliams.com/SPS party, you can ask them there in the chat, or ask them here on Periscope. And if you don't hear the answer to your question within about 10 minutes, sometimes these come in a little fast here on Periscope, and with me doing the 2 screens, it's kind of crazy. So if you don't get the answer to your question within about 10 minutes, no big deal. Ask again, and we'll make sure to get to it. But my friend Mark Severcrop on my team is helping me with that. So the first thing I want to talk about is just what this launch is. It's Self-Publishing School. And Self-Publishing School is, well, I mean, as the name would suggest, it's about self-publishing. It's about literally how to write and market a book. That is an odd question. No, I do not. But anywho, it's by my friend Chandler Bolt. Chandler is actually a good friend of mine. He lives out in San Diego. I'm here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and he's 22 years old. And he's a multi-time, I think 3-time Amazon bestseller. Guy's amazing. I mean, again, 22 years old. He's done more. When I was 22 years old, I was like still trying to figure out what I wanted to be when I grew up. But he is actually pumping out Amazon bestsellers and doing awesome. So he came up with this this course. And that's really awkward. Anywho, anyway, he came out with this course, Self-Publishing School, which is all literally, like I said, it teaches you how to write and market and ultimately how to have a bestseller with your self-published book, which many people think is impossible, but it's not. I mean, he's proven that to be wrong multiple times, 3 times now. So a lot of you have asked about kind of the specifics of this launch. It gets a little bit different than some of the launches that people have done in the past. It's not a typical PLF, product launch formula style launch. This is what's known as a behavioral launch. And what a behavioral launch means is basically, as an affiliate, your job is to get them into the funnel. Your job is to just to get them in, get them to watch video 1, and we'll take care of the rest. We have this thing is completely optimized. One of the questions we just got was, what's the EPC? What's the conversion rate? Sorry, I'll answer the EPC one in a second. What's the conversion rate? The conversion rate on cold traffic is 2.98%. And so one of the things that, one of the reasons we talk about behavioral launches, what we do is we take them, this cold person that comes in on the, from video 1, that person comes in and literally we will take them through a launch sequence that is based on their behavior. So this is a poor example, but at a micro level, let's just say we have, person A and person B. And person A is, they open the email for video 1. They watch a minute of it. Person B opens the email for video 1, but doesn't watch it at all. Person C doesn't watch video 1. Person D opens the email within moments of getting it, and they watch the entire video, maybe even twice. Those 4 people are going to be on a completely different launch sequence based on their behavior. So we're doing all the hard work, so to speak. You don't have to, as an affiliate, you don't have to get in there and like send an email on the day the cart opens. You don't have to send an email on the day the cart closes. We will take care of all of that. So that's the beauty of it for you guys, is that we do, all the hard work. We do all of the emailing for you. And so the big thing about this launch is that from August 24th today through August 31st, we're doing an opt-in contest. And so basically whoever has the most opt-ins, whoever has the most opt-ins will be entered into this contest. And basically I'm going to pull up the info on I'll ask my friend Mark here. Mark, if you could, we use Slack for intra-team communication. If you have never used that and you run a team, slack.com, absolutely amazing. Mark, if you could Slack me the contest details, because I have had a question about that. And I can go over that, but basically, I know the first prize is like $5,000. That's that much I do know, for the sales contest. So from August 24th to 31st, we have an opt-in contest. So he or she with the most opt-ins will win. We're paying out the 10 places. Then there's a sales contest after that. But again, you guys don't have to worry about selling. Your only thing is to drive traffic to video 1. And so our suggestion in terms of promotional methods is to email today or tomorrow, at the first couple of days. Email again in a couple more days. So between the 27th and 29th, email again. And then preferably you would email a third time to drive traffic to this first video. But if that's not your jam, if you're like, man, that's just too many emails in a short period of time, at least email the unopens and email them and get some more traffic driving to video 1. The EPC, that's earnings per click. From affiliates, it's approximately $11.60 right now. Overall, I think it's a little bit higher, but from affiliates over the past few months, it's $11.60. I got a question about what is the return period. The return period is 45 days, and there's an off chance I'm wrong by 15 days on that one. I think I should know that better. But I think it's 45 days. And I will double check on that though as we're going along here, but I'm fairly confident on that. In fact, let me type something in here real quick and I will double check that just to be sure, but I'm pretty confident in that right now. And the return rate is very low. I mean, we're talking sub 5%. I was in the first affiliate launch that Self-Publishing School did. I was actually the top affiliate, and I had no returns. I literally had 0. And I mean, like I said, I had the most sales of anybody. So if anybody was going to have returns, it would be me. I had none. So I'm not saying that that's the expectation, and certainly if you are if you're one of the top affiliates, I wouldn't go out on a limb and say you're going to have no returns. That's probably not reality, although some of our top 5 or 10 are going to have no returns. But on average, we're looking at sub 5% for return rates. What's the breakdown of master versus pro? The master courses, and I don't think they're asking what the difference is, but the breakdown is about 72% on master, 28% on pro. The price difference is $597 versus $1997. So about 28% are upgrading to the pro version. And so you do the math on that. That makes the average price, I think we calculated the other day, it was like $990. So if you had 10 purchases, odds are you would expect to sell $9,900 worth of, give or take of self-publishing school courses. It's obviously not going to work out exactly like that, but that is the average, 72 to 28%. Question about when can, here we go. Mark. Okay. Back to the contest real quick. Let's talk about that. We got and I'll get back to some of the other questions. We have the opt-in contest again, August 24th through 31st. So only opt-ins that come in between the 24th and 31st. That's why we say, yes, you could send them on September 1st, but the beauty to sending them in that period is all opt-ins during that period will count towards the contest. The prize is $2,000 for first place, $1,000 for second, $750, $500, $300 for fifth, on down to $50. Those are just straight cash prizes. And then we have a sales contest on top of that. Now that sales contest, again, there's really nothing you can do technically to convert somebody, say that wasn't going to convert, but we'll take care of that. So he or she with the most opt-ins is probably going to finish the top 2 or 3 on sales as well. And here's what we got for that contest. We got a Sharp, and then a bunch of the LC 80H30 80-inch 4K Ultra HD 120 hertz smart LED TV, or $5,000. I think that TV is worth like $5,600. We got a Canon EOS 5D Mark III. Oh wow, this got like a bunch of stuff. It's an SLR camera worth over $3,000, or it's $3,000 cash. That's not your thing there. We got, for third place, we got a Klipsch Stadium 2.1 home music system with AirPlay, or $2,000. Then I'll just kind of go down. We got a $1,500 prize, which is a cool smartwatch. Got a Apple MacBook Pro 13.3-inch laptop with Retina, $1,000. Apple Watch, or $800, right down to $200 cash for 10th place. So some awesome prizes, and some awesome cash, obviously. So if you were to win both the opt-in contest and the sales contest, you would win basically $7,000. So really, really cool. So back to the other questions. When can I interview Chandler? The answer is, if you can get the interview to air between August 24th and between today and the 31st, we can do our best to get that scheduled. He's only got a few spots left, maybe 2 or 3 spots at most left. So the answer is email me, matt@mattmcwilliams.com. If you're viewing this on the Hangout and not on Periscope, it's right there. That's my email address. You on Periscope can't see that, sorry. But email me, matt@mattmcwilliams.com, and I'll help you get that interview with Chandler. What's the logo on your lower third? So those watching on the Hangout, you see the logo. That's actually me, 1997, sophomore year of college, University of Tennessee. For those who have heard of a guy named Peyton Manning, he played the quarterback at the University of Tennessee, and he left. And the following year, it was doom and gloom. We're like, oh, we're going to suck. Peyton's gone. And then first game of the season, we beat Syracuse on a last-second field goal. Next game of the season is Florida, who I think had beaten Tennessee like 7 of the last 8 years. It was a late game, 8 p.m., ended right at midnight with a missed field goal from Florida in overtime, and that is a picture of me hanging off the goalpost from Sports Illustrated. I've only been in Sports Illustrated once in my life, and it was hanging off of a goalpost. Needless to say, my coach, because I played golf in college, was not very happy when that issue came out the following week. And I ended up having to do 15 minutes on a Stairmaster wearing a 100-pound vest as my punishment for that. So that's my lower third. I just put that up there. It's 18 years ago, me hanging on a goalpost after a big University of Tennessee football win. When do I get paid for the sales I make? So we pay out. I mentioned earlier, I couldn't remember if it was a 30 or 45 day return thing. So I'm actually leaning towards 30. It might be 30 days. But basically, we pay out 45 days after the month. So for all sales made in September, you got September coming up. For all, let's see, Mark's writing a question to me, so I'll get to that in a second. That came in. So where's I like total entrepreneurial ADD there? When do I get paid? Yes, 45 days from the month. So all the sales you make in September, you'll be paid for those November 15th or a little bit sooner. I just promoted the summit, the Self-Publishing Success Summit, which, by the way, guys, we had 29,000 registrations, I believe. Our goal was 10,000 for that. 10,000. We set a goal of 10,000. We hit 29. It was like we just kept setting new goals. Like, what are we going to do now? I don't know. 25. Oh yeah, we hit that too. So won't my audience wonder what the deal is? If I, long question. Basically, if I've already promoted the summit, why would I promote this? I mean, the answer is a couple of different parts. One, some people like summits. Some people like video series. This is a video series, not a summit. Me personally, I don't watch video series. Like, I am not the target audience for this self-publishing school launch right now, guys. I'm not going to watch the videos. That's just not my style. But a question real quick. Why are you looking up and then down? Where I got one camera up there, one down here. So sorry about that. I'm like trying to alternate so at least you get not the Google Hangout people don't look at the top of my head the entire time, and then the Periscope people aren't looking up my nose the entire time. And that's just the way I've got it set up here. So sorry about that. But back to what we're talking about. Like, I am not the target audience for the videos. I don't watch video series. Maybe it's because I'm I don't know what's the word, numb to them, kind of. Maybe it's because I don't have the attention span to watch a 20-minute video. I don't know. But like summits, I'm into them. I like interviews. I love watching the interviews. So James Roper, on the other hand, who's a part of the SPS team, he's the complete opposite. He's like, dude, I personally wouldn't have watched our summit, but I will watch this video series. I'm into this video series. So there's different audiences. That's one reason. Secondly, you could email if you're concerned about really hitting up your email list too much, like you just hit them up 45 days ago for the summit, then consider at least emailing just your new people now. Just email your new people now. Like, look at a report since the last time you emailed about the summit, or email the unopened. Like, if they didn't open your emails about the summit, or they're new, email them. And another statistic, and so far, most of the people who are promoting this launch are people who promoted the summit launch. And the cool thing is, only about 10% of people are dupes right now. So got a pretty low dupe rate right now. Again, only 1 out of 10 are actually duplicates that were already in our system. So I think that goes to show some people were stoked about the summit and they went, and then other people went, I'm not going to a summit. I'm not going to watch a summit. Other people are like, I was in on the summit, but I'm not watching a video series. So they just don't click. They're not going to opt in again. So you'll get a lot of good traction. Question just came in. You say it's a behavioral launch. What is the time frame between when I send people to the landing page and when they buy? That varies between 4 days. So the soonest somebody can buy, if you email them today and they opt in today, the soonest they will buy is August 27th. And because if they are in the progressive mode, so they're like watching the videos, they actually will go through a shorter sequence. They will be getting a video every day, and their cart open time will be very short. They're not going to have the 2 weeks to decide. Basically, if you send traffic on the last day of the opt-in contest, so August 31st, the latest somebody could buy is the 21st of September. So that answers that question. Is there a way to send people straight to a sales page? There's not. That's actually the beauty of the behavioral launch. If you want to see our sales page, email me, matt@mattmcwilliams.com. Be more than happy to send you that. I can send you the actual URL for the sales pages. Question: do you do launches for other people? Why, yes, I do. Not really going to talk about it too much here, just because this is not, I'm representing a client here, but yes, we do. Matt McWilliams Consulting does, that's what we do. We do launches. So this should be our slogan, actually. We do launches. Tell us more about the contest. Talked about that earlier. Again, awesome prizes, $2,000 basically first prize, right down through 10th place on the opt-in contest. So most opt-ins between August 24th and 31st. And then $5,000 first prize on the sales contest. This is kind of an advanced question. How do you create a tracking link for specific pages or for different types of marketing? So in the Google Hangout, I'm gonna try to walk through, but if you want, again, after this, go to mattmcwilliams.com/SPS party. mattmcwilliams.com/SPS party. And I'm actually going to do a screen share here in just a second. So I'll walk you through it if you're in your affiliate system. But if you want, go back and watch that, and I'll actually do the screen share. So I'm going to log in here to my account, my affiliate account here. So let me go over here in the just holding my tea here, by the way. This is delicious. What kind of tea is that? It is tea of the black tea variety. So basically to do, to do a link to any particular page, or I presume what you mean is like, I'll give you an example. I might put an SPS banner on my homepage, and I might send an email, and I want to know which of those converted better. So if you can see my screen, if you're watching on the Google Hangout, and again, mattmcwilliams.com/SPS party. You can view this later, or just walk me through it. You'll go over to link tracking or link generator. That's where I went. And then I go over, you'll see it go towards the bottom, and I'll create an ad. I'm just going to name that ad awesome test link. And you can pretty much pick whatever you want from there. And I'm going to click save. Description is awesome test link, again, just for kicks and giggles. Save. Now, we will now have that on this, and I will go down all the way to the bottom. Who is driving the traffic under generate link? Matt McWilliams is, because that's me. I'm going to drive them to the August 2015 launch. All of your links right now should go to the August 2015 launch page, by the way. I should have made that more clear. And what ad? I'm going to use awesome test link. I'm going to click generate link, and then voila, there's a link. Now, if I want to track that, I'll go up to link tracking stats and view it for the period of time that I want to. And you can see here, I've got all these have no ad right now, but if I were to click on the awesome test link thing, then I would generate a, obviously it would generate a click there, and you'd be able to see that. So I'm back here. We'll get past that. So again, if you want to see the replay of what I just did, if that didn't make sense to you, go to mattmcwilliams.com/SPS party. We'll say about 4 o'clock Eastern time today, and that replay will be up. What is the best way to use social media to promote SPS? A lot. Use it a lot. In the emails, we have swipe copy. So those of you who know what swipe copy is, it's email copy generally, or social media copy that you can literally swipe. You can copy paste it and use it. Now, what we suggest is to take the gist of that and copy it and write it in your own voice. You don't want to just copy, the swipe copy, and then it's like it's not your style. My style of writing is more of kind of a friendly style, as though I'm writing to a friend. I kind of write in a little bit of a sarcastic style. So I would not recommend. I wouldn't use our swipe copy personally exactly it is. But what I do is I take that swipe copy and I basically edit it a little bit and add an intro that's mine, and I use certain lines in it that I think are a good fit for me. That's how I use swipe copy. We have that for social media as well. So we have probably about 10 to 15 sample tweets or Facebook posts that you can use with your link in there. And I've been seeing those on Twitter all day today. It's like crazy. I'm like, I wrote that. So that's always pretty cool. I'm like, good tweet, guy. And I'll retweet a few of them because, that gets bigger. let's see. I have a friend that I think would be good to promote SPS. How do I get them signed up as an affiliate? And is there any benefit to me doing so? Yeah, we love those. And I'll give you another URL here. It's long. I don't expect you to remember it. So, but maybe if you can type fast enough, it's affiliates.self-publishingschool.com. affiliates.self-publishingschool.com/2015 launch. I'm going to do another one of these handy dandy screen shares for the, I feel like I'm, what was that show? Blue's Clues. My handy dandy notebook. You can tell I have kids. And my handy to Steve with his handy dandy notebook. All right, so you can see my screen here if you're on the Google Hangout. Again, if you're not and you want to see this later, but I'm going to walk you through it pretty well. Just go to mattmcwilliams.com/SPS party. Go over here to link generator, and you'll see, let's see, affiliate referral, and you'll copy that link there, and then watch what happens when I go there. Bada boom. You're on the affiliates page, actually. And so what does that mean? Well, the benefits, what was the second part of that question? What are the benefits to doing so? When you refer people through your link, when you refer someone through your link, you actually get a percentage of what they make. So you get 10% of what they make. I'll show you down here. If you see this, this who's driving the traffic, I've actually got 2 affiliates that I referred way back when. And so basically, I get, when John Corcoran or Brittany Mills makes a sale, I get money, which is kind of cool because I didn't really do anything other than just say, hey, you want to sign up? And they did. So just go down again go to the link generator. The very last one under my sales websites is affiliate. Actually, you know what? Sorry, that is wrong. It's the 4th one from the bottom. The 4th one from the bottom. So all of you who just watched, let me share my screen there. The link I used was totally wrong. That was for the summit. So it's the 4th one from the bottom, Self-Publishing School affiliate referral. The code is SPSAP. Use that, and that will be your link to refer people. So yeah, we love referrals. Our best affiliates. You look at our top 10 list from the last launch. I mean, good grief. Let's see. I was a referral. John Corcoran was a referral. I mean, you look at the list, like it's like in many cases they're referrals of referrals of referrals. You know, those are our best affiliates is referrals or our referrals. So let's see. We got. Are we allowed to use Facebook ads or promoted posts? Absolutely. In general, the only rule we have, assuming that you're not like a total scam artist, in which case we'll figure out what you're doing and we'll kick you out of the program. But that's not anybody watching this. In general, really the most important rule we have is don't pretend you're us. So if you're going to post on Facebook, don't get on there and post and say, you know, hey, I'm Chandler Bolt, because you're not Chandler Bolt. You're whatever your name is. So that's the biggest rule. But yeah, by all means, get on there, promoted posts, Facebook ads, go crazy with them. As long as the ROI is there, I mean, you're eventually going to get an average, as I talked about earlier. 72% of people buy the masterclass versus the pro class. So 28% of the people were buying the pro version, which is almost $2,000 versus $600 for the lower end. So again, the average price ends up working out somewhere around $1,000. So if you can convert, you spend $1 per click or so, or even less, and you convert 1 out of 800, you're going to make money. So by all means, go crazy with that. Some other questions coming in. What do you mean by opt-in? What classifies as an opt-in? Basically, they click through your link, and then they opt in. They click I know that's a great explanation, sarcastic explanation there. No, they click on the button that says, yes, I want the video. Like, here's my email address and a blood sample and my social security number. I'm kidding on those last 2. But they opt into the list. So if you send, right now it's converting at 47% are opting in. I think that number is actually going up as the day progresses because that was very early in the day that we were at 47%. So we'll just call it 50% right now. So about 1 in 2 people are opting in per click. And nobody asked what was the percentage, but just curious. Can I send traffic to these links after the launch period, or is it only available during the launch time? You absolutely can. you're just not going to be eligible for the contest. So if you send your email to your list on September 1st, and you have 4,000 opt-ins, which will probably, it's close, might win, definitely would be top 3. I can go out on a limb and say that you're not going to win, unfortunately, because it's only for opt-ins from the 24th to the 31st. But technically, yes, you could send anytime. Can I offer my own bonuses for people who buy them? Like, ooh, okay. We're getting into like really good, later on, we're going to kind of shift gears towards more of a newbie training, even though we've kind of melded the two, quite frankly. Bonuses are big. And typically, again, in a normal launch, that's something that you do. Let me go through and explain how a normal launch would work versus the behavioral launch, which I sort of did earlier. But in the normal launch, you would have, you drive people to the opt-in videos, and then you would drive people to the sales page. And once the cart opens, and you would email people on the last day saying the cart's closing. But because it's a behavioral launch, somebody who opts in today, their cart could close as soon as, I think, the 31st, or as late as as late as 17th or 18th. Somebody who opts in on the 31st, their cart could close as soon as like the 6th or 7th, or as late as the 21st. And because of that, we don't want you sending emails saying the cart closes, because it's like, well, but it already closed, or no, it's not. They said it's not closing for another 3 days. So it can be confusing if we do it that way. But absolutely, if you want to offer bonuses, if you want to say, listen, go opt into this, this training, and maybe you want to offer a bonus if they just opt in. That'd be kind of cool. Like, hey, if you opt in and, I'll send you this free, it could be something cheaper. It could be like a $10 PDF. But certainly if you want to tell people, hey, there's going to be an offer at the end of this video series, and if you buy, you can get my, my whatever, couple hundred. I would certainly value it. I generally tell people it needs to be about 25% of value. So the low end is $597 for self-publishing school. That's the master level. I'd recommend your bonus being at least $150 and it being relevant to self-publishing school. So don't offer somebody a bonus for self-publishing school that's like, I don't know, how to macrame better. That would obviously, it's terrible. I'm bad at analogies. My wife says I'm analogically challenged. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely, I think that's a great way to get more people to opt in. So whether it be for the opt-in or for buying, you can absolutely offer bonuses. It's a great strategy. Notice that the video on the opt-in page doesn't autoplay. Do you get better results from that? Don't know the answer to that, actually. So I will look into that. I'll get back to, I've just, here, let me see, post that. So I posted that in Slack, which is it's what my team uses personally, but it's also what we use with self-publishing school. So I just posted that to Chandler and James. If they get back to me in the next 15, 20 minutes, I will answer that for you here. Again, Mark, I know you're in that sheet. If you can highlight that yellow, and I'll come back to that. Okay, so here we go. I'm thinking, going back to the bonuses thing, I'm thinking to give bonuses. So I'm wondering if there's an easy way to find out who enrolled in SPS via my link. Yes, there is. When you're in Infusionsoft, you go to My Ledger, and when you run that report, you will actually see a list of people who bought. If that is not good enough, if that list is not good enough, you need a little bit more detail, just email me and I'll get it for you. I mean, that's the simplest way. So matt@mattmcwilliams.com, and I can get that list for you. Where can I find out how much money I have earned? Same thing I just told you, actually, on My Ledger. So if you log into your affiliate account, on the left side in the navigation there, you will see My Ledger. Click on that, and it will show you. So, for instance, in mine, $409.50 is what I have in there right now. So you just go in, it'll show you who's bought, and you'll make you'll make some money. I'm going to see how much money you've made. Sorry. So let's see here. Next question. What day should I email my list? I touched on this earlier. I think right now I would say the best times to email would be today or tomorrow. And I say, people ask all the time, like, what's the best day? Well, if you normally email Tuesdays and Thursdays, there's two schools of thought. One is email in your normal days, and the other school of thought is a bit of a pattern disruptor, and you're going to disrupt people's patterns a little bit. So I typically try not to email off schedule. I normally email on Tuesdays and Thursdays to my list. Occasionally I'll email on a Wednesday, and I vary that, though. I don't always make a Wednesday email a sales email. I make a Wednesday email. Sometimes it's just, hey guys, I had a blog post today, and I never blog on Wednesdays, but I had one today. Or, I read something today and here's a link, that kind of thing. So I do try to occasionally email off schedule and disrupt the pattern a little bit. But I do not recommend, if you've never disrupted the pattern, I don't think I would disrupt the pattern with this. So the best days to email are the days that you normally email. If you normally email on Mondays, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, then by all means, you need to email today. And you need to email on Wednesday, and you need to email on Friday. If you normally email on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you need to get an email ready for tomorrow. Again, we've got swipe copy in the newsletters that I send out. In the emails I send out, tons of swipe copy in there. Got a question just now. Will there be more email templates sent out? Yes, we got tons of new swipe copy coming out. Lots of new swipe copy coming out. That'll be sent out starting tomorrow, and we'll get that out for you. But to go back to like, when should you email? And I suggest, generally speaking, keeping to a schedule, like keeping to whatever your schedule is. There's a guy, actually, I'm doing a podcast interview tomorrow. So the word disrupting is kind of on my mind. This guy here, Jay Samit, highly recommend this book. I'm interviewing him tomorrow, and we'll do that actually live on Google Hangouts, but I don't know when. I think the interview will air. Mark may tell me here in a moment, probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks. We'll air that. But yeah, I love disrupting things, disrupting patterns. But I don't recommend doing that if you haven't done it before with your list. So the answer to when should I email is whenever is best for you. How many times should you email? At least twice, during this launch. I mean, that's how you're going to win. You're not going to email once and win the contest, or probably even get in the top 5 or 10. Historically, we look back, who's won the contest, who's, I'll see Jay Samit's interview live on September 8th. So you guys can listen to that. But we don't see people winning these contests that are emailing once. That just doesn't happen. We don't see them really finishing in the top 5 or 6. It's or even top 10. It's people who are hitting them 2 or 3, maybe even 4 times. And so again, since there is the sales contest component, you can hit them up after September 1st. We'll talk about that after September 1st. We'll do another one of these, and we'll talk about that after September 1st. But what days, when it works best for you, and how often? At least twice, maybe 3 times. Again, if you're not comfortable emailing 3 or 4 times to your list, then my suggestion would be to email once or twice, now, like today, and then again tomorrow, or Wednesday, or Thursday, again, whatever day works best for you, and then emailing the unopens. And then just a note on pattern disrupts as well. A pattern disrupt, like, for me, I always email Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for me, a pattern disrupt might just be emailing Monday afternoon. It doesn't necessarily have to be day of the week. It could be time of day. It could be both. If I email on a Tuesday afternoon, it's definitely a pattern disrupt. And I noticed that when I do it with sparingly, my open rates skyrocket. Now, of course, if I made that the new default, then it's like, oh, well, that's just match regular email. That's just default. So again, mix it up a little bit. I already answered that. Will there be more templates set out? Yes, we're gonna do that. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay. So I just wanted to say kind of one thing real quick, and that is, if you're new to this, and a lot of our affiliates are new, you're either students from SPS, you've never done an affiliate promotion before, or, you're small time right now. See, Periscope, it's so narrow. I can't do air bunnies out. See, can't even see it. It's crazy. But on Google Hangout, you can see my air bunnies out to the side. I do want to say, like, if you're new, let's be real. You've got, 1,000 people on your email list, 500 people on your email list, 1,000 Twitter followers, and 75 Facebook fans. You're not going to win. I mean, like, I'm not trying to burst your bubble, but you're not going to win the contest. But it's still worth it. I mean, first of all, you're gonna make some money. You're gonna have some sales, and we're paying out a 40% commission. So on an average of $1,000, so you're gonna make, let's say, 2 sales. You're gonna make $800. Maybe both of them will be $2,000 courses, and you'll make $1,600. But I'll tell you a quick story. 2 years ago, 2 winters ago, I guess, I was an affiliate for Michael Hyatt's 5 Days to Your Best Year Ever, and it was the first affiliate promotion I had done with mattmcwilliams.com. And, I sent out like 2 emails, and I posted a blog post. And then I remember I got an email after the period, and I had maybe like 700 people on my list, if that. And I got an email afterwards, and it said from his executive assistant saying, "I need your PayPal email so we can pay you." And I'm like, yes. I'm like, man, I might have sold 3, woohoo, made like $200 because I made like $75 per. I remember thinking, I'm going to be stoked if I sold 3 of these and made $225. About a month goes by, and I get an email from PayPal, and it says, basically, Michael Hyatt's Intentional Leadership, I think is the name of his company. Intentional Leadership LLC has paid you $598. And I ran into my wife, like, you're not going to believe this. I made $598 or $598. This is like the most exciting day of my life. Well, the thing is, I had clients that were paying me significantly more than that. But that little $598 was like life-changing because it showed me that this was possible. And so my thing is, if you've got 700 people, you got 2,000 people, whatever, you got 100 followers, it doesn't matter. Go crazy. Like, market to them like you see people who have 200,000 people marketing to their lists, and think, act big, not like in an obnoxious way, but act like you have more people than you really do, and be confident in your sales abilities. That is the biggest thing I see with people. Like, the biggest mistake people make when they're promoting things as an affiliate or promoting stuff on their own is they sell scared. They sell scared. And they sell like they don't sell with confidence that they believe in what they're selling, or, that people are going to actually buy. And that comes across, it's a weird subconscious thing when even if you're sitting down writing copy, you're writing an email, nobody's ever going to see your face. They're not going to, they don't know what emotions you have when you're selling. It comes across in your text. When you sell scared, it comes across in your text. I mean, it's crazy how that happens. So sell with confidence. Sell this is something you believe in, because it should be something you believe in. And I'll tell you right now, if you don't believe in self-publishing school, don't promote it. That's a bad sales pitch, but it's true. Do not promote it. Like, believe in it and write like you believe in it, talk like you believe in it, and you will find some success. And so maybe you'll get your first $300 or $500. I don't know. You'll get your first, PayPal deposit from us, and that'll get you on the way. And I'll tell you what happened was, a year later, Michael Hyatt's 5 Days to Your Best Year Ever, I finished 5th in his affiliate contest, made a little bit more than $13,000. So from $598 to $13,000, and it's not like my list quintupled in size. It was more of a confidence issue, more of a mindset that, like, you know what, I can do this. And I didn't discover some new method or anything like that. It was a mindset issue. So I just want to be clear. If you're small, if you're new, if you're a student of SPS and you've never done an affiliate promotion before, or you have a small list, small following, whatever, sell and promote this like you have a list size like a Brendan Burchard, like an Eben Pagan, like Pat Flynn, like John Lee Dumas, whoever it is. Promote like them. And no, you're not going to win. And you're probably not going to make $20,000 on this, but you'll make some money, maybe in excess of $1,000. And that could be the catalyst to you doing this more and more, including with us and other people in the future. And I think that'd be awesome. So let's see, got a couple more questions. Can people enroll and pay for SPS on the 24th? No. Says, do they sign up and go through the video funnel first? Yes, that's exactly right. And if someone opts in after clicking to SPS from my affiliate link, but does not buy through my link, will I still be okay? I'm not sure I understand that part. So basically, once they're cookied, it's a question that's not asked. I don't believe it might have been, but I don't think it was. We have a lifetime cookie. I think technically it's actually 20 years, but that's the lifetime of anybody's device these days. I mean, it's like 3 years now. So it's a lifetime cookie. So what that means is if somebody opts into video one right now, like literally right now, and 7 years from now, they decide to buy self-publishing school, as long as they're using the same email address or they're on the same device, you're actually going to get credit for that. Again, I think it's like technically like 20 years or something, but it's a long time from now. So certainly 6 months from now, you would still get credit. That was from Claudia. Let's see, so no, they cannot buy today if they opt in today. I think the soonest they can buy in the progressive path and the behavioral launch, if they opt in today, they would be able to buy on the 27th. It might be the 28th, but I think it's the 27th. So if you're promoting today, the first day you'll start seeing sales is on the 27th, hopefully. And you might not see a ton on the 27th, so don't panic if you don't see, if you send 1,000 opt-ins today and you don't see 20 sales on the 27th, that doesn't mean anything's wrong. It's just the very first day, like for the super excited people to get in. Are there any changes to the SPS course? So this is someone who's been through the course. She's a student, and this is her first promotion. She loves the course. I mean, that's what we hear. Like I said, less than a 5% return rate, I believe. Are there any changes to the SPS course that we should be aware of now that we're marketing it? Will it be the same sales page? So I know that people are going to, basically the question is, people are going to ask me about this. So I just need to know, are there any differences between last time? And no, the course is, it's the same. There are more Hangout archives, lots more of those, obviously, because they've been going for a while. But yeah, I mean, the course is the same. So I think I've gone through all the questions. Mark, yeah, going back to that one question, I noticed that the video opt-in post doesn't autoplay. Do you get better results that way? And again, I don't know the answer to that yet. I posted that to Chandler and James, and I have not heard back yet. So don't know the answer to that question. Mark, if we have any other questions, I don't think we do. I just kind of checked around, but if you have any questions and you're viewing on the Hangout right now, there's a chat box below the video. You can ask them there. And if you're watching here on Periscope, ask any questions you have. And then real quick, I'm just going to run down a couple of other things involving the launch. We've got new swipe copy coming out tomorrow. So I don't think you would not like the swipe copy that we had, but if you just want new, if you've already emailed and you've used that, you want some fresh swipe copy for Wednesday or Thursday, we've got that coming out tomorrow. And then, like I said, the big thing was kind of if you did promote the summit, just remember that, some people like summits, some people like video. And right now we're only experiencing about a 10% dupe rate. So only 10% of the people that are opting in are duplicates from the summit. So 90% aren't. So it's, we're doing pretty well there. And then if you need anything, just email me, matt@mattmcwilliams.com. You should be getting the emails. If you're watching, I don't know how you'd be on this if you didn't get the email announcing this, but if you're on this and you did not, or you're watching the replay and you do not get our emails, then email me at matt@mattmcwilliams.com and I'll get that fixed. Lastly, if you're watching this, somebody sent you over here or you follow me on Periscope and you just happen to jump on and you're not an affiliate of Self-Publishing School, go to, and this is on the mattmcwilliams.com/SPS party. It's on there. The link is on there. But go to affiliates.selfpublishingschool or affiliates.self-publishingschool.com/2015 launch. That's a tough URL, I realize, but I should have created a pretty link for that, but I didn't think about that. So just go to mattmcwilliams.com/SPS party and you'll see the link there. Yeah, but I think that's it. Let me see if any other questions. Yeah, I mean, lastly, yeah, go sign up if you haven't already. And then, like I said, email me if you have any questions. Trying to think, just going through here real quick, make sure we answered all of these. Yeah, guys, that's it. So I will, I wish you guys all the best and let me know if you need anything. and it's going to be an awesome launch. Like I said, the summit we did, 29,000 registrations and tons of revenue. I don't even remember what the final revenue numbers were. So far exceeded our expectations, and we expect to do the same with this one. So we have big goals, and we believe we're going to hit them with your help. So you guys are awesome, and we'll see you back here again soon. We'll do another one of these, I don't know, probably in the next few days or so. All right, guys. Bye. See you guys.